I once investigated a guy named Scott Kamiya, who was a successful realtor in Honolulu who had a lucrative side hustle as a bookkeeper for a family trust. His employer would regularly sign blank checks and give them to Scott to pay the bills of the trust, a terrible business practice that you should never do. Scott took advantage of this situation and began writing checks payable to himself and businesses he controlled. He then negotiated the checks and kept the money for himself. He covered up the embezzlement by making false entries into the accounting records of the trust, making these expenditures appear to be legitimate. He did this over 100 times over a 5-year period, totaling $243,000. Now, to his credit, he gave me a full confession when I confronted him, and he was later sentenced to 33 months in federal prison. Here's footage from the courthouse steps the day of his sentencing.
From the FBI's perspective, we just hope that today's sentencing will provide some closure to the victim's family, who not only suffered an economic loss, but suffered a loss in the trust that they placed in Mr. Kamiya.
One member of the victim's family said the sentence was not severe enough, considering the pain and problems they've suffered. Kamiya will have to turn himself into the Sheraton prison in Oregon by February 14th.
Now, I'm not a blame the victim kind of guy, but employers need to wise up and never ever sign blank checks to have your bookkeepers pay the bills. That was just dumb. That's the story. Have a great day and be cool.